This is Anthony Olympia with Six String Country, and these lessons we're going to be working on Hotel Key, a song by Old Dominion. It was written by those guys. It was Josh Osborne, Matt Ramsey, and Trevor Rosen. The rhythm lesson is going to be pretty straightforward. We're going to have a capo on the 4th fret. It's actually a made-up part. There isn't an acoustic that I can hear in the album recording, so I'm kind of making what I think an acoustic part would be like, in case you want to play around, like, just you and an acoustic guitar and sing it, or somebody else sing it, or whatever. The lead lesson is actually going to be 2 different guitars. So we'll have 2 different lead lessons, 1 and 2. There's no solo video because there's not really a solo section. But it's some really, really cool stuff, very rhythmic. So we'll definitely got to be using our ears, right? It's music, okay. So let's get started.
Couldn't even pronounce. We were smoking a little from a half an ounce. Tequila was cheap, but the flow we were feeling was real. Neither one of us looking for 3 little words, unless those 3 words were do not disturb. Checkout was supposed to have been noon, but we slept until 3. She kept the hotel key, slipped it in her purse, I guess it makes her think of me. And then night we left our hearts on our sleeves and the clothes all over the floor. We both know we can't open the door no more. She kept the hotel key. Well, I can still see her on the bed, sitting Indian style, with my t-shirt on and a half-drunk smile. She talked about Austin and how she'd get back there someday. We had the curtains wide open and a song on my phone. We danced by the TV we never turned on, and wondered would anyone miss us if we went away. But this isn't one of those stories that ends up that way. No. She kept the hotel key.
This is the rhythm lesson for Hotel Key. We're going to be capoed on the 4th fret, playing key of G chords, nothing too crazy. We're going to have 2 strumming patterns. There's really only one. The second one is kind of just it's a whole note. We'll get there when we get there. There's kind of 2 different chord progressions. It's going to be really straightforward. It's nothing too crazy here. And again, I mentioned this in the intro to the lessons. This is a made-up part. There was no, that I could hear, acoustic in the track. I didn't hear any acoustic. And it's kind of, rhythmic without it. But in case like you want to just play acoustic, and sing the song like around a campfire, or you just want to know how to play along to it, splitting, strumming pattern 1. And then 1 whole strum pattern of G5. We'll do that 4 times through, and then the last couple measures is C, D, and then this whole note, just strum once of the G5. 2, 3, 4, right? Super simple there. I just add that on there at the end of verse 2, just kind of like a little extra lyric they wanted to say, sometimes you just can't shut up. So yeah, moving on, chorus 2 is almost the same as chorus 1. In the space where there was a rest at the end of chorus 2, we're going to strum G5, 1 whole strum pattern. So it'll be, the last 2 measures will be. Right? Super simple. It's just basically the first 2 measures of verse 1. The instrumental part, or I guess it's not really instrumental, it's kind of like the ooh part. I'll call it the solo, even though there really isn't a solo. It's like the solo section. I guess you could almost say like the voice going ooh is the solo. It'll be the same exact thing as what you did for chorus 2. All right, so for the bridge, super simple here. We're going to strum whole notes, strumming pattern 2, because it's whole notes, right? It'll be C, 2, 3, 4, and then G5. Here's 2. I would just not play for the outro. It needs to kind of break down and be simpler there. Okay, so let's go ahead and try all this stuff to tempo. We'll start with the intro, which is also the main chord progression, right? That you'll end up using later. Here we go, 2, 3, 4. This is the lesson for guitar 2 for Hotel Key. Again, there are 2 different guitar parts in this song, so I felt like it was worth to go ahead and cover both. This is kind of the more, I guess, lead guitar dude. It's the brighter one and whatnot. So we're gonna call that the main riff. So let's go ahead and try this slowly, right? I'm gonna start counting, and then on the of 3 is where we start playing. I'll do my best to kind of count and keep us on time and whatnot. So we go 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. And I will say it'll help if you slide up the first time to get to the... Slide up with your middle finger. Second time, sometimes I forget to do this, but it really helps if you slide up the second one with your first finger to get to the... Just kind of helps. Or else you don't have to like switch, mid-slide. All right, so moving on, we get to verse 1. It starts off super simple. 1, 2. It's all about the rhythm, not about anything flashy. So it'll be open, low E first, rest beat 2. Your right hand just pretty much is 16th notes, down, up, down, up, down, up. What we're doing here is it'll be the 9th fret of the D, and then the 12th fret of the B. And because my finger is hanging over my first finger, it'll be muting the G string. You want to basically make sure you can strum, and the other strings around the ones that you're fretting aren't ringing. See how I can do that, and I can hit all those strings around there and they're not going to be coming through. That's how that works. So it'll be 4 times strummed, down, up, that it'll come through, and then 2 muted, and then 4 more, 2 muted, 2 more that are unmuted, and then 2 muted. Right? Does that make sense? Kind of hard to do that slowly. Count us in, and that'll be measure 5. Measure 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.